Good morning and welcome to the Asylum Morning Show right here on Hellfire Radio. It's Diego and Novella. Whew, good morning, girl. How you doing?
Morning, doing all right. How about you?
I'm good. I'm recovering from another gnarly weekend of football where my 49ers took it right in the mouth. Right in the mouth. Did you see any of that? Did you watch any of the foosball this weekend?
Did not. I have not had access to my regular football weekend. I have a
Uh,
vehicle that's in the shop for about 4 weeks now. Nice.
do
Thank
you
you,
want to talk?
COVID.
Do you want to talk about it for a minute?
If I talk about it, I might just lose my mind. Absolutely lose it.
So
I,
let's
I
talk
know it's
about
not
it
their
then.
fault that they can't get it. It's hard to get those parts in, but come on. I need to get around.
He said, come on,
Come on.
come on. You got to do
I got
better than
places to
that.
be. I got football to watch.
That's right, right. So so your car's been in the shop for 4 weeks now, and they keep on pushing it back and pushing it back and pushing it back.
Yeah.
So you've been like thumbing rides,
Yeah.
yeah, which
So.
isn't is a terrible thing. It's not a
I mean, it's
terrible
not the
thing.
70s, so I'm not as likely to get kidnapped and murdered, but there is always a possibility.
Wait, was it a big thing in the '70s to get kidnapped if you were hitching
Yeah,
rides?
Ed Kemper, Ted Bundy. I mean, what are you talking about?
You're right. You're right. No, yeah, I don't. I'm not as into the serial nappers as you are. So I'm just kind of like, I was that kid that would just get in the car with strangers if they said they had candy. They're like, I got candy. And I'm like, well, I got time. And clearly I'm a fat kid, so I don't want to walk across town to get home. Could you give me a ride?
Yeah,
It always worked out in the end, though. It always worked out. They never wanted to keep me. So I guess that's a good thing.
they kick you back out.
They kicked me right the fuck back out. So yeah,
Yeah.
like we won't make it all about football, but if you missed it, the 49ers took it in the mouth 49-17 to the Dolphins yesterday. And then Dak Prescott broke his leg. Like, here's your leg and here's the ankle. Broke. Just broke. It's real bad. It was a bad scene. It's a bad scene. Feel bad. I'm not a Cowboys fan, but I feel bad for Dak Prescott in a contract year and all that. So it's enough about
No,
sports
no,
talk.
no,
Let's
no, no,
oh
no.
oh
I just want to
oh
point out some irony because we was playing trivia, and literally as soon as we got done with the sports rounds, whenever I got a message about Dak's broken ass ankle. The
yeah.
question one was which rookie had first reached the 3,000 yards, da da da. Like, oh, hell, I don't know. Definitely never ever thought Dak. Did not cross my mind that he's useless. He'd never done nothing important. And then the answer came up, Dak, 5 minutes later. This, like, oh no, I feel kind of bad.
That's terrible.
It's
You
like
should have guessed.
I think I shut it down real rude, like. It was, of course,
Oh,
I just didn't know who to go with, and for being a rookie, I'm not for sure. So, oh
next
well.
time you usually texting me at all hours of the night when your trivia escapades go on.
I
It's
never actually use your answers though. We don't know them, but I do like to do it because I'm like, I guarantee you he'll know the answers. And last time I did, like I said, I don't ever actually use your answers because it's not fair. It's cheating. But you knew every single one of them. Like, this is ridiculous. He needs to come to trivia. That's like the only thing you're good for is a sports round. Then you can go home. You can leave.
That's fine. That's fine as long as I get the free beer and I get the trophy. I drink the
No,
beer out of the trophy at the end of the night.
no, we're
Is that
sending
what you
you
get?
home so we keep the free stuff.
Oh, oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see. I see how this works. I see
Yeah.
exactly how this works. So we weren't on last week. We're back and better than ever. We finally got our shit together on this side of the world. So we didn't really get to talk about the whole Edward Van Halen situation. And
Mm-mm.
situation being is that he's passed. Unfortunately, he passed of cancer. I believe Wednesday, Thursday of last week. He was 65 years old. Uh, on top of basically rewriting the books of how to play the guitar, he was on so many different just like sneaky tracks. Um, Good morning, Robert from Alaska. No, thank you, sir. It's way too cold for this old boy. Um, but yeah, Eddie Van Halen has done so much for rock music, and he's one of those legends that when you start talking about it, and we do lists all the time, and we do top tens all the time, and And you know, you just don't think about Van Halen because they're there. They're always going to be there, right? They're always going to be there. It's like Kiss. Kiss is always going to be there. AC/DC always going to be there. So this death has like really struck the world, like really, really hard. Like, and of course, Van Halen's album sales are through the roof. Every tribute known to man is going on with Eddie Van Halen right now. And accolades and YouTube's flooded with Van Halen videos and stuff like that. But the cool thing is that some people, I don't know exactly who the people are, but people are taking out full on ass like billboard ads across the world, honestly, in remembrance of Eddie Van Halen. Here's a few of them. I don't know where any of these are, but I've seen a couple different renditions, and it's pretty badass. I mean, it's sad nonetheless, but it's still pretty badass. Like, of course, that one's Madison Square Garden, but yeah, like I got to see Van Halen when I was like 10 years old with Sammy Hagar. Badass, one of those, bucket list kind of things. And of course, I was too young to realize how fucking awesome that was at the time. So yeah, you take it for granted. And then now he's gone. So me sad.
I'm not sure if I'd have took for granted what I wanted when I was 3 years old, because I wanted it at 3 years old, was to see AC/DC when they came to town on my birthday. And that's all I talked about. 3 years old, I want to go see AC/DC. And my dad was all about it. My mother was like, no. And she said, when I was a little bit older, that's one of her biggest regrets. She's like, you really wanted to go. You ended up seeing them in your later years, which is fine. But at that point, you would have really got to see them. Just, I'm sorry I didn't take you. But it's what it is.
Keely's chiming in. So the Hard Rock in Vegas lit up their hotel like his guitar. I seen that. It was that Vegas? I know one did it in Vegas, but then the other one is the Hard Rock down there in Florida. They did it with the guitar. Is that what you're talking about? The motel shaped as the guitar, Kilo. Yes, very badass, very badass. I did see that. Still very sad. It's very sad, So Van Halen's probably going to go on though, because he's got his son that plays, guitar, or excuse me, his son plays bass, but he can also play guitar. And then, I say they go on, but what really were they doing the last 10 years besides fighting with, each other between David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar and Eddie and Alex? So Valerie Bertinelli throwing her 2 cents in every now and again, here and there. So yeah, it's sad. That's it. That's all we're going to talk about on that. I don't want to talk about any more sad shit on this show. It's a morning show. You need to perk up, grab your coffee or whatever's in your cup. Perk up a little bit, Novella.
Okay.
For those people that don't know, this is the first time we've ever done a show where we're not together. You're via satellite right now from somewhere, from some strange universe, right? Like you're over there and I'm over here in the actual Asylum production studios. You're off in like another land. It feels weird without you here. I just need to reach out and touch it. Usually
this early, the only way I get started and feeling comfortable with us talking is I gotta hit you first. And you're just not around for me to smack you upside the head for us to get started.
Like, normally I'm right here. I'm touching you by this angle right here.
And pestering the hell out of me.
Yep. So what do you got? What do you got up on the? You like that cup? Keely said she likes the cup. I like the cup too. Thank you.
Yeah, where's mine at?
Karen inspired, taking care of all of our
did you say
merchandising
it right?
needs. I did. Of course I did. You're the one that's stuck on saying it wrong nowadays. Yeah. There are words to live by at 5 a.m. Don't be a prick.
I need to get to the studio because you got my really cool cup. I'm drinking out of some water because my coffee mug is at the studio. Got our giraffe on there. I love that giraffe.
You should come to work more often. It might be a thing. It might stick.
Gotta have a vehicle. Which I was told if I went to the dealership and pooped in the floor, apparently that would get things going. But I'm just not. I don't think that really works in real life. I don't think.
Wait, I'm sorry. What did you say? Did you say poop in the floor of the dealership?
Yeah. Our good buddy Cruz said that if I wanted to get anything done, I need to go poop in the floor.
Desperate times, desperate measures. Maybe I'll drop you off. Like, just drop you off at the dealership. get your car. I mean, it might not be fixed, but they'll definitely
They'll
give
definitely
you
give it
your
back.
car. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Uh, Go ahead.
I'm like, well, you know how about?
Well, no, I was just saying. Robert chimed in and said he caught Van Halen with their third singer at Sullivan Arena in '95 or '96 in Anchorage. Uh, let's see here. Oh yeah, Karabi was singing at that time, and he said he didn't care who was singing. He just knew how awesome it was to see fucking Van Halen. Exactly right. That is one of the bands that they almost make the singer expendable because how fucking amazing everything else is. Yeah, it's you're dead on, Robert. Dead on. So go ahead, Novella. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh
Me
no,
and
I
you
was actually gonna point out what he had said as well. And again, it's kind of like the same thing with when I've seen ACDC, and every time people see them here and there, it's like it's obviously not the same, but also it's just one of those bands that they're still amazing regardless, or just they're just that classic that you can't deny it regardless.
yeah, it's I think maybe nostalgia is the right word. It's
Yeah, that's probably
very
it.
nostalgic. Very nostalgic. Uh
Um, I was touching in back on our we go through the daily. It's like a daily refresher that they do of the daily downloads,
yeah.
and still it's been what I think a week or two, week and a half maybe since that TikTok video with the fella riding around drinking his cranberry
Yep.
juice for
Yep.
dreams. Still, the top two are still dreams for Fleetwood Mac. Again, one from the I guess like the greatest hits, and then one from the original, and then Shot in the Dark is the new one by ACDC is number three. So I guess it's my classic Phil still hanging on there, but I don't know if you've heard it yet or not.
I have.
Um,
I have.
it was should have heard it. And then not Fleetwood Mac necessarily, but Stevie Nicks again, number four, her new one, Show Them the Way. It's a long, long song, but it's very pretty. But of course, anything she does is very melodic and beautiful. Um, and then the rest of it looks like a lot of Van Halen, just for like you said, we know every time something happens in the news and things like that, that usually you'll see that jump in the charts as
Yep.
far as what people download. So the rest of it,
Yeah.
we got Panama Jump, You Really Got Me, Running with the Devil, Eruption, Hot for Teacher, and then it kind of goes back to some Fleetwood Mac. But yeah, they're eating it up. Which again, like I said, it's a lot of probably nostalgia for some people, but I do think a lot of these younger folks who may not really know what it is when they hear the news, maybe they start looking back into some of this stuff and they're probably like, oh wow, that is some good, great things, better than what we're listening to today.
And that's a shame too, because that is exactly how it works nowadays. Is it takes like a crazy ass tragedy for
Mhm.
like the new wave of metal, not the new wave of metalheads. I guess I shouldn't say that. I instantly take that back. But these kids, yeah, so to speak, to get in there and be like, oh man, this is really good music. And then of course, with the way the digital media, digital outlets work, everything's at your fingertips. So they go and they download it, and yeah, music just shoots up. They're saying though that this is so. If you take Queen, when they did the Queen movie remake or whatever you want to call it, so their albums shot up, and then
Mhm.
the Motley Crue Netflix movie, their record sales went through the roof, and they went back to number one. There was one more in there. I couldn't really remember who that was, and then of course Fleetwood Mac with the skateboarder now is doing very good things for Fleetwood Mac, but Van Halen over the last 5 days or so, their downloads and their albums and everything have went up over 600%. 600%. Like it's just, and I think what it is, if people are are going and checking this shit out and they're realizing, because Van Halen, if you think about it, they were on top of being just the tits. They're also like on a lot of commercials, mainstream commercials, like
Mhm.
car commercials and tea commercials and soft drink commercials, and they're very mainstream. They're very marketable, I guess you could say. And then yeah, it's kind of bringing it back. I like it. I love it. I hate that it took him passing to get to that spot again, but um, it is what it is. It is what it is. So with the music downloads things, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all that Van Halen and Fleetwood Mac tearing up the charts. That new AC/DC song though, I'm not an
Mhm.
AC/DC fan, not an AC/DC fan, but that new AC/DC song sounds like vintage
Mhm.
AC/DC. And if you like them, then you love this single. Love the single. Yes, fucking Robert said pound cake. That is one of my favorite fucking intros besides Eruption. But yeah, when he gets the fucking power drill out and so yeah, yeah, for sure. But yeah, that new AC/DC tune, and they said the entire album's that way. So promised new tunes for AC/DC. They delivered with Brian Johnson, no Axl Rose. So that's always a good thing. That's always a good thing. Unless it's Guns N' Roses. Axl needs to stay in Guns N' Roses. Just stay there. Think about what you've not done over the last 30 years for music. What else you got?
I found this really cute story that I thought was funny, and their title of it, like they didn't. Well, I guess they kind of play on words. They're calling it the potty mouth parrot, but I'm more like I got more clever title for it. It should be the foul fowls. I really wish Cruz was here because I know he would just be mean mugging me. He
the,
hates my pun.
the foul foul.
The foul fowls. I think that's better than potty mouth parrot. But
Very
this is,
proper.
there is a zoo in Lincolnshire where they have these five. I think they're African gray parrots, and it's actually pretty common that parrots cut, curse, or swear. It's what they do. They pick up on different sounds around them. But there's five of them together, so they're all just feeding off each other, just being very crass. And no one's really complaining about it because it's hilarious, and they'll tell people to fuck off, and they get
The
together.
parrots?
Yeah, so they get real rude with each other and everyone else. But like I said, no one's really complaining about it. It's hilarious, but because there are kids that come in and out, they're like, okay, maybe we should separate them so they learn better habits.
But you know as well as I and everybody else in the world right now knows that that's just not something a parrot's just going to be sitting around. That's not one of their 1 million words they're going to pick up without a little bit of force feeding. Somebody's helping that shit along. The janitor's coming in there at night or some shit and being like, "Fuck you, fuck
I mean,
that."
they're in public, like in the public view a lot, and so it's in Lincolnshire, so I think that's kind of like one of their go-tos is fuck off. And I don't know if I can say this on the radio. I think if I can say fuck, I could probably say that word, but I'm not going to. But that's one of their go-tos there. So maybe they just pick up on the culture around them. But they gotta separate them so they're not getting so aggressive, cussing at all the people walking by. See,
They're just
Keely says right there. Kilo said, it's the UK, so of course that's what they're saying. That's what they do.
for all of our friends in the UK. Good afternoon, by the way. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
like
fuck off. Says the parrot.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, Robert's saying. Let me chime in here. It says, FYI, really quick here. They are about to open the farthest north weed store in Barrow, Alaska. Imagine going to the tip of North America and buying some weed legally. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am on my way, Robert. I'm a book. My plan to be the only reason why I'd come to Alaska is to buy the good weed. The good weed. Yeah, that's it. That's just too cold. It's too cold. Like I'm a pussy when it comes to cold weather, but that is very badass. Um, yeah, and for those of you that don't know, I also do a Saturday night show here on Hellfire Radio called The Smoking Show with Scoops the Clown. We cover cigars, cannabis, CBD, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We throw some drinks in there as well. So yeah, I'm you could definitely get down with that. But back to these parrots, though, like, what's the worst that could happen, right? They're just in public. They're going around telling people to fuck off. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's amazing. I think it's
They didn't.
amazing.
So they didn't say it was a bad thing. No one's really been complaining. It's like I said, it's the UK, but there's children, and maybe they think they should probably be behaved in front of them. But they're all going to be saying it soon too. Just
My
saying.
dad, my grandfather. had a blue macaw or a golden macaw. How do you say that? The big ass blue and yellow parrots. You know what I'm talking about?
As a macaw.
That's just a macaw,
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's different colored ones, but
but he was blue and gold. So he's the traditional macaw, big ass fucking bird. And yeah, exactly. His name was Bill, and his go-to was "fuck you, Bill." Fuck you,
yeah,
Bill.
yeah, what he
That
said.
constant, constant. That was his go-to. He said other words too, but as a small youth, that was something that sticks out in my mind. Of course, it was. It's going to be called Frozen Buds. I like that. I like that name, Frozen Buds. I'll take it. I will take it. So you've got some shit going on. I also have some shit going on Halloween. But you do as well. You want to talk about what you got going on? Look at that. It's right there on
Oh,
the screen.
fancy.
Yeah, you like that?
I do. So I was gonna first point out that I am linking up our merch ladies Facebook in the comments. So if you do want to purchase any of that great swag from Cared and Inspired, it's linked below. And then for that photo he has up there for the event, I'm going to also put in the link to the page so that you can order tickets if you'd like to. Again, it's Halloween 2020. That's going to be here in Cookville, Tennessee, on Halloween, 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. We're going to have costume contest, raffle. Whenever you purchase a ticket online, if you want to pre-order it, you'll get a mug, or so I think it's a pint, and it's going to have our logo on it with the event description, and you'll get a free refill or a free fill, single fill of beer, as well as immediate entry into the raffle. But you can purchase additional raffles, and you do want to participate in that. We have some great items in that raffle basket. All of our sponsors will be listed at some point, but for now, a few of them are here on this flyer here. We got some pictures also once I link this up that you can go check out. We have some of the candles that were donated. We have some gift certificates as well we have a mani pedi on there. We got a photo shoot with one of these. We have some lovely ladies around here who do just amazing work. They do your makeup, take you out, make you feel beautiful. Or if you're a man, you can do your makeup, make you look beautiful.
I like to feel beautiful, Novella.
Well, I don't know if you ever heard me telling Cruz about me and Kilo needing to go to and him going into hair and makeup, and I said just to send you over to makeup and makeup. Now you just go over there.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, for more info on that, you can go to our website, theasylum.productions, and that's gonna kind of give you all the naughty details. So that leads me into my next thing is the Halloween outfits. Uh, are you and Cruz going as a tandem? Huh? I won't call it a couples because that's gross. But as a tandem costumes, like I'm
We've
hearing
been
rumors. I'm hearing
discussing.
Sunny and Cher.
We've been discussing going as a pair of some sort. Kilo from Care to Inspire is going to be there. We might do a trio. We're getting very discouraged as to what to do, so we may just be random things amongst each other, but we'll find out. We'll see what we're going to do. I was trying to get him to do the Powerpuff Girls with us, but he didn't want to be Buttercup.
Who didn't want to you? Who didn't want to be by themselves?
Cruz didn't want to be Buttercup
What's a butter? Like a flower?
for Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, damn, damn. See, I'm missing out
I,
on that one.
I'd be Blossom, of course. Kilo would be Bubbles. I was trying to get him to be Buttercup. I don't think he wants to do that. He wanted to be
You,
Mojo Jojo.
what's wrong with that? It's still a thing.
But then
It's
we're
still
missing our Buttercup.
just bring a buttercup doll. Just get a stuffed animal and carry it around all night. It could
I don't
be.
want to do that. Too
You
much
know
work.
how amazing Cruz would look as Mojo Jojo.
Actually, it'd be actually pretty good because he's little. We get
Oh,
him the little thing on his head.
yeah, yeah. So it's like speaking of Halloween costumes and couples costumes. It's of course it's a thing every year. You know, couples dress up, witty costumes. Sometimes they throw their kids in there for a little extra flair. But you always know it's about Halloween's for the kids, but it's about the adults. The seems like the older we get and the more Halloween goes on, the sluttier and more creative the costume gets, and I love it. couple things, just a couple different ideas. You could go as the Colonel. Cruz can be the Colonel, and you could be the chicken. Okay.
He did say something about that, but I really don't want to be a chicken.
Well, sometimes you just gotta play the cards that life deals you. Also, you could go as was it Doc Brown and Marty McFly, Back to the Future? Yeah. The Snowman and the Reindeer from what is that movie? Up. Frozen. Frozen. That's it. Frozen. Super Mario Brothers, huh? Right here. The Captain and Coke. He could be Captain Morgan. You could just be a bottle of Coke.
I can be a bottle of Coke.
See? Perfect. Perfect. Also, Almond Joy and Mounds, Popeye and Olive Oil. Is that Olive Oil? Is that her
Yeah,
name? Olive Oil.
That's what I said.
That's not what you said. That's not what you said. Here's another one. He could be Tom Hanks. You could be Wilson. Just wear a shirt with the face on it. There's so many
Philo
different
said that our
ideas.
friend Alice is going as Joe Exotic. Is Melissa going to be a tiger or something?
That's not a bad idea. Oh, dude, if we were together, like, yeah, you could be Carol Baskins. I could be a tiger, huh? And Cruz could be Joe Exotic.
She said that his girlfriend Alice is a man that we call Alice because why not? But his girlfriend's going to go as Carol, so they're going to be Carol. He says
Probably.
Rick and Morty. I did actually. I was Unity 2 years ago with somebody who was Rick, and I painted myself up blue. I don't think you really know much about Rick and Morty, but he obviously does. And it's not fun because everything I touched, everything was blue with me. But I made my antenna and everything. It was actually a pretty good costume, but I still want to get everything blue. Too much effort.
Last year, Cruz and I. And this was before you came along full time. Last year, Cruz and I did. We did Cheech and Chong.
Yeah, no, y'all came to my Halloween party at Cheech and Chong.
We did. Yeah, we did. That's what we rocked last year. So that's always fun. It's always fun to get out and have fun on Halloween. And like I said, the older you get, a little more fun you can have with it. After you take the kids out and get all the candy and then bring them home and go through their candy for safety. And then you head out to the adult parties. You give the kids Benadryl, make sure they're good and asleep. Then you go out.
Yeah, my dad had to make sure all the almond joys were removed because there was definitely something wrong with those.
Yeah, I also agree. Yeah, I agree with your father. The Reese's cups probably have LSD in them. You can't have these. And these almond joys, see that lump in there? That's heroin, kids. You don't want to eat that. Give these to your father. Yeah. I lived that life. It was the Hershey's bars for my dad. He would always be like, he wouldn't give me a lame ass excuse, so he would just be like, I'm fucking taking these, you asshole. I pay the rent here. Give me your fucking candy. And so that's it. There's my life in a nutshell.
Yeah, I love seeing these things where people talk about, what kind of allowance did you have, or what do you get? So, I mean, I was not even be there.
I don't think so. Yeah. I don't know. What do you mean allowance?
Good friend of mine, she talked about her parents that they'd pay her to do all the different things. Oh, wash the dishes, vacuum, all that. Went, nah. If I didn't do it, I got my ass whooped.
Yeah.
Getting paid to do it.
You can't whip ass anymore though. Like those days died.
Speaking of die, did you die? There you go. Come back.
Can you see me? There we go.
Yeah.
I lost you there. Okay, we're back. Did I just trigger? Oh, that's my Siri. Never mind. I triggered Siri. She's always there. Always there. Speaking of father, Siri is always there when you don't need her. Kind of like my father. Never around when I need you. Always there when I don't.
So there's several
Today,
times I try to ask her a question and it will not respond. We'll be recording and she'll just start answering questions. Thanks. We weren't talking to you.
yeah, exactly right. So today is October 12th. I'm gonna go through our birthday list. If you have a birthday out there, happy birthday to you. Hope it's a good one. Party it up. Even on a Monday, you can still get out there and party on a Monday. Just a quick rundown. There's not a lot. There's not a lot of birthdays in the music world on October 12th. Some of them that there are though is Marty McGuire, which she is a part of the Chicks. They're no longer the Dixie Chicks. They're just the Chicks, which we don't do any country music here, but still it's worth a note. And then Jay Jenkins, if that's familiar to you, it's because that's Young Jeezy. He was born in 1977, so whatever the math is on that. And then one kind of more in our speed, in our lane, Jordan Pundick. Pundick. It's a fun name, right? Lead singer of Newfound Glory. He's celebrating a birthday as well. So, like I said, happy birthday to you if today is your birthday. Send those birthday shout outs in. Yeah.
It's
And
Hugh Jackman's birthday.
it's Hugh Jackman's birthday?
Yeah. I
See,
love Hugh Jackman.
I didn't even see that on my birthday list. Did I not scroll up far enough?
I don't know. He's the very first one on mine. Unless someone's lying on here that it's not his birthday.
Oh, I see it. You know why I missed it? Because it's not on the list. It's a big ass fucking picture of him right in the middle of the list.
Oh, because he's the most important one.
Because I just ignore those. I just ignore those. How old
Yeah,
are you if you're born in 1968? Does that mean are you
52.
50? 52.
52.
Damn.
Looks good for a
Yeah.
52-year-old.
Yeah. Looking good. Looking good.
You know what?
Robert
My dad was
chime
born
in.
in '69, so damn.
How did we miss this for a Halloween costume?
What?
Fucking Bill and Ted? Bill and Ted. Yes.
I can't be Bill and Ted.
You could totally be Bill or Ted. You could. You just got to get creative with it. Just tape the bad boys down or wear a bigger flannel, right? You can still go, ah. That's no, don't try it now. Yeah.
We get kicked off real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. You can do a lot of things on Facebook Live. I don't think. What if it's accidental though, huh? What if it's an
I think we
accidental?
just pointed out that it wasn't an accident.
Oh, well, we'll try again tomorrow morning. Yeah.
We'll make an accident tomorrow. See, no, that's why I'm here by myself. You can't cause any kind of malfunctions over here.
That's not normally my thing. I would never cause any kind of stuff like that. How dare you would accuse me? How dare you would accuse me of such
How
things?
dare?
If you guys haven't been to the Hellfire radio page on Facebook or Instagram, please do so. Go check it out. Got a lot of cool shit going on the website and the Facebook page overall. Now, we do a lot of stuff here, Novella. We cover sports, the weed culture, horror and fandom culture, craft beer, music, covering rock and hip hop. We also, when concerts and festivals are going on, which I have a feeling that's coming soon. Well, I know for a fact there's a festival coming soon, October 30th, 31st, and November 1st, and we'll get to that a little bit later on in the show. But we cover those as well. We're on Facebook, Instagram, both doing live shows. We cover a lot of shit. We just cover a lot of shit. So go like, share, subscribe, share us out right now to your friends. The new morning show that, we're gonna take it over. I'm gonna take over the world.
We got all kinds of different shows that you'll enjoy. We have a new paranormal one that's going on. Me and Kilo in the comments from Period Inspire, we're doing a like an all over topic. It's not really necessarily one thing. We'll call it a cop, I guess. We do serial killers. We got UFOs, cryptid, conspiracy theories, all that good stuff going on. We'll be picking that back up on Thursday. We got, like I said, we got craft beer, weed culture, anything you can think of. So if you like a little bit of anything, we probably have it for you.
That's right. And that's not the only show. You got a couple other shows. Please take this time to present yourself.
All right, bye.
No. Not, that's not what I meant. That went the other way. That went the
I'm
other way. You also
leaving.
have a beer show that is very fun and very informative.
Yes,
Um,
Brews with the crew. I do that with Cruise. We would do beer reviews. Really from anywhere. We've been doing a lot of local reviews on beer, but we do literally anything. We'll touch on those. I'm working on starting up a mixology show where we show you how to do some fun cocktails. I'm getting ready to do that starting this week. We'll be doing some fun uh, Halloween, spooky kind of things. And then we'll go into like more fall festival themes, whatnot. Get you started, especially for football season. You want to have some nice tasty drinks. Watch your goofball with.
like a Corona.
No,
Oh,
that's not a mixed drink. You can just go buy a Corona.
oh, my bad. I say that's why you need to get the show going. That way I understand what you say when you say mixed drink. I mix my Corona with water, or like just drink one, drink the other, and then with a shot of this and a little coffee here and some
Okay,
energy
me
powders there.
me teaching the mixology and the cocktails to people is mostly for the viewers because we all know damn well if we're at a room together or I'm having a party, I'm the one making all the drinks. So you're not even going to pay attention on how to make it. You're just going to ask for it, and I'm the one making it every time. So
You're not wrong.
I'm not wrong. What do you
No,
want? I don't know. Just make me something.
just make me
Okay.
something. Do you have
Literally,
tequila
you
over
drink it,
there?
whatever I give you. So
Yeah. Do you have tequila over there? Yes. Awesome. I'll take one of those. That's my favorite.
one of
I
those.
don't. Yeah, I don't have tequila. Ugh, I'm a cheap bitch. I'll drink whatever you make. Yeah. I've never turned away one of your drinks. I'll give you that. I've never turned away one of your drinks. I've always
No,
drank.
you drank everything I've ever made you.
Keep.
What?
No, I just saying you keep me. You keep me happy when it comes to mixing the drinks. So I'll give you that much. So the new show is definitely going to be awesome. Do you know when you're going to be on?
Saturdays, right before Brews with the Crew. So I think 1 and then 1:30. So I'm just gonna be
One.
boozing all day.
I like it. I like it a lot. So I I like interesting things. Something we're going to start doing here on the morning show. Which, by the way, welcome to the Asylum Morning Show, live right here on Hellfire Radio, also on hellfireradio.com and on our YouTube page as well. Yeah, I want to do Monday through Friday, 5 to 6. By the way, yeah, get that out there as well. So it's one of those fun facts of the day, right? Oh yeah, that's okay. Okay, he doesn't care about my history or my facts. Okay, I see you. I see you, Joey Ramone. So, did you know that many kinds of toothpaste contain small plastic beads which may get lodged in the gums and are likely harmful to the environment, and are included in toothpaste for decorative purposes only? You know what that tells me, right?
What's that?
You don't brush your teeth. Fuck it.
It's not telling you not to brush your teeth. It's telling you to get different toothpaste.
Exactly what it says. It
That's
says
why I
don't
don't
brush
use like the Crest with the
toothpaste.
little shimmeries and things in it. Like it's useless and environmentally unconscious.
Wait, because it's bad for the environment or bad for your teeth? You would
All
be
of
the
it.
one that would care more about the environment than you would your own teeth.
But
No,
both.
like I, I'm not going to use this toothpaste because a baby otter might choke on it.
No, not the order. Literally got off on a tangent the other day. Someone brought up something. I really have zero. I can't recall at all what we were talking about, and I immediately was like shutting it down because of the environmental impact. And they're like, "Really? You had to do that?" Oh, we went to a wedding, and I was complaining about people who throw rice. Only you would have something to gripe about. Like, yep, but thankfully they had bubbles. They did bubbles instead of rice, so it worked out.
That's cool. That's a thing. I mean, they used to throw rice back in the day.
Mhm.
Back in olden times when I was a child having to go to all my family members' weddings that I didn't necessarily want to be at because I was a child. But yeah, they said don't throw the rice anymore because it's harmful to the birds.
Yeah, that broke them up. And bloop. I want
You've
that.
seen
And then
Shrek. You see a bird explode. They showed us on Shrek. That's how it's done.
that's not how it works.
That's how it works. That's exactly how it works. So
And another, go ahead, throw out some more of my angry things. Balloon releases. That will get me so mad real fast. And I used to work at a place where we did balloons, like that was our job. But if someone came in there and said, "Yeah, I need so and so balloons. We're doing this balloon release for this," like, let me get you somebody else because I'm not participating.
oh, come on.
I,
Come
I was
on.
the I was the team lead. I did what I want. I was like, all right, I'll get you someone else up there because I can't tell them no, they're a customer. But I had like little pamphlets, like, see this, bad for the environment, bad for the
You
turtles.
did you would you really like somebody come in? I need 15 balloons for my daughter's birthday. She's 10 today. And you'd be and we're going to release them in the sky, 10 of them for every year she's been born. And you would just you're that one. You're that ogre that's like,
Oh,
"No."
your child's 10-year birthday is worth the lives of 2,000 turtles. I don't know. I don't know the stats, but no, you and your child don't deserve these balloons.
Oh, you're such an ogre. You're such an
I'm
ogre.
not.
That's it's
By
wrong.
the time those balloons get done, destroying everything they're touching, your child will be 100, and the world will be, a desolate wasteland. So thanks.
You- you're just so bewildered when it comes to that.
There's so
Oh
many
my
different ways
god,
you can have fun and celebrate. That's not one of them.
it's definitely one of them. It could be one of them.
It shouldn't be. You want to support
Is
my
it?
cause? Donate to the Patreon. I'm gonna
There you
take
go.
our money and
There you
instead
go.
of instead of building up our careers here, I'm just gonna go take on the world environmental issues.
Wait. No,
Boy,
no. I don't write off on that. When we made the Patreon, that had nothing to do with
who we
saving the
made the
sea turtles.
Patreon? Who made the Patreon? You don't even
It
know
was
how to get into it.
it was my idea. I said we need something that'll make us money and give us money.
No, you didn't even know how to pronounce it before I made it.
It was a strong struggle for this guy. Yeah, I did not know anything about the Patreon. So really, though, send them to our Patreon right now.
Yeah, I linked it down below. Go check it out. It's the patreon.com/the Asylum Productions. Go check it out. There's 3 different pre-made tiers y'all can pick from. And it's going to have different levels of rewards based on how much money you want to spend. Or if you just want to make a um, personal one-time pledge, that's fine as well. Or you just do your own custom-made ones for the monthly subscription. You still, either way, you're going to get some kind of reward. Everyone gets a sticker. We have several that, again, Carrie Inspired, she's made for us that we'll send to you. Um, so yeah, help us out. Well, supporting the show will help us to continue making more great content for you. If you want to see that,
Absolutely,
they may not want to.
absolutely. Do you know? Okay, so I'm looking through new album releases, and we had one that is dropping. Uh, well, excuse me, it dropped last week, which is Five Finger Death Punch. I guess it's a greatest hits. It's a compilation. It's not really a greatest hits. It's a compilation album. It's called a Decade of Destruction.
Yeah,
How did? Go ahead.
we talked about that last week. They're revisiting that, and I think they're just kind of adding on some more or in different ones that are based on whatever the top hits are or what have you. So
Yeah, yeah. And then also, the Rolling Stones put one out called Steel Wheels Live in Atlantic City. The one that kind of caught my eye, not because I'm a fan, but because of it just quietly happened. And when a band releases a 15th or 20th anniversary or 45th anniversary of an album, that means that they're coming out with new material. And somehow, some way, the 15th anniversary of All the Right Reasons by Nickelback was released. You know what that means. Your new favorite band is about to release new material.
um, yeah,
Huh?
Kill Switch has re-released their title album. It's going to be in a vinyl release, and of course we had the 20th anniversary edition for Hybrid Theory from Linkin Park. Um,
Let's talk. I know you got a big list, but I want to talk about that one specifically just for a second. I'm going to stop you there for a second. Look, Keely said $6.99. She
I was
knows.
about to say, shut
She
up over
knows.
there. We're not
Yep.
talking to her anymore.
She knows exactly. So yeah, the hybrid theory, the 20th anniversary of hybrid theory that's a big deal because that even though so you and I have a 10-year gap in age, 10, 12 years, something like that.
No,
Maybe a little
exactly
less.
10 on the nose.
10 on the nose. Okay, 10 on the nose. But that album resonates
Cool.
it's of course life-size cutouts. Yes, if you donate, you get a life-size cutout of me posing however you
Throw
want.
darts at it, catch it on fire.
But the hybrid theory album resonates through three generations of rockers and new metal, new metal fans, and it is what it is. It is new metal. That is kind of a lot of people say that's where new metal started. I don't necessarily agree with that. I do think that was a very, very, very huge part of the new metal scene. But this new box set they're coming out with, it's like the album itself, and then you get like a vinyl, and then you get a remastered, and then you get like clips of them recording it. I mean, it just keeps going on and on and on. And apparently some of the material that was previously promised to never be released, so unreleased album material from Linkin Park on the hybrid theory. Uh, it's another one. That's another one. With Chester being gone, this band is most likely not going to go on. If they do, they're not going to be the same. Those are one of those, generational voices that you can't replace. You
No.
cannot replace. I'm actually thinking about buying it. I'm sure it's like a couple $100.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be something bad to have to the collection. So please continue. Go on with your list.
Well, a little bit later in the month, on the 23rd, Seven Dust is going to have a new album called Blood and Stone. I'll be down with some of that. Blackstone Cherry on the 30th for Halloween, The Human Condition, which you would talk about that previously, that you were enjoying some of what you were hearing.
Yes, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Blackstone Cherry. Anyways, I love their not their early stuff. There we go. I was gonna say younger stuff, but it's their early stuff. And they're just from up the road from us, above us in Kentucky. Really good band. They did the rock thing in the beginning. Then they kind of experimented with like a bluesy album or two, and now it sounds like they're back with a nice little mesh of both of them. And I dig it. From what I've heard, everything I've heard so far, I like it a lot. Maybe we can get them on the show. Like maybe we can coax them into getting up at 4 o'clock with us in the morning and then jumping on here for a
I
few
don't
minutes.
think
And
anybody wants to do that.
everybody wants to come on a radio show at
4, 5 of
4 a.m.
40.
Oh boy. Well, I don't even want to do this some days. I'm like, oh gosh. What else you got?
In November, Smashing Pumpkins, apparently. I didn't even know they were still doing a thing.
Is that
Hey,
new material?
that's what it says. It doesn't have like a EP or anything. It just says Smashing Pumpkins, Sear, CYR. Hello, sister. Good morning. Hatebreed was another one in
Okay,
November.
very nice.
So yeah, just a little bit of everything coming up.
So we got. You know what I didn't hear? I still have yet to hear. You didn't say Limp Bizkit. I'm still waiting on Limp Bizkit's new album.
Oh, look, right here, Limp Bizkit. Just
No,
kidding.
no, no, it doesn't exist. I've given up hope. This time 2 years ago. 2 years ago is when they started talking about they were going to put this new album out. It's like the acid trip of the marching elephants or some shit like that. I can't remember the exact title, but apparently it's pretty close to being done. It's just got to be mixed and then it'll be put in everybody's hands. I'm starting to give up hope just a little bit, just a little bit. I'm starting to get dashed by it. This is a picture of me patiently waiting for this new Limp Bizkit album to come out. 2 years in the making. I'm just sitting there hitting refresh, refresh, refresh. So yeah, something that kind of hits near and dear to us. It's not really that big of a deal to me because I've never been a guy to partake. But yes, Keely, I didn't hear until you just said it right now, so I looked it up. Bonnaroo has dates set for 2021. September 2nd 3rd, 4th, and 5th, 2021. It's a long way out. It's a long way out.
Yeah, we was discussing because the same location is where they did the Exit 111, but there hasn't been any at all talk about that ever being revamped up. It didn't really help with COVID fall right behind it, but I mean, it made good money. There was a lot of revenue going on, but for whatever reason, I guess they're not filling it.
What are you talking about? Exit 111?
It's at the same location.
Yeah, no, that is a thing actually though. It took a 1 year hiatus. It's what it was promised. It was a 1 year hiatus because they were working on some of the bugs.
I mean, they
As
didn't really
far
have a
as
choice anyway, so
do what?
didn't really have a choice anyway with COVID. So
Well, yeah, COVID puts you in that position where you have to. You have to wait, and it is it's extremely later than usual. Extremely later than usual.
and the
And then there's
problem
some.
with that kind of stuff is, and even with Halloween for us, it may not necessarily be too late in the year that you're thinking, oh, it's going to be freezing cold, but you just don't know. Sometimes in October, you can wear your slutty little costume and it's fine. But then there's other times in October where it's freaking snowing.
Just wear a jacket. You can complement your slutty little outfit with a slutty little fur coat.
With a slutty little fur coat. No, I'm too anemic for all that. I'm just going to be
That's
bundled up.
that's what working ladies do is they wear slutty fur coats. That's what keeps their legs warm. I've seen the pictures. I've seen the movies. I know exactly how it works. Right?
No, I think most women who have fur coats aren't working. They have been given those by their counterparts.
Where can I find a counterpart that would give me a fur coat? Because I think money would also come along with that, right?
I mean, that's how they got the fur coat.
That's, that's
I go get you a fur coat. I'll go find a wild animal out in the yard and make you a fur coat. You don't need too big of an animal. You're pretty small.
Yeah, no, thank you. I just need something. I don't need anything long. I just need something wide. So it'd be like a really
We'll get us
broad-shouldered possum or some shit.
Yeah, I'll make you a possum squirrel fur coat. You'll be talking to the town.
Yeah, everybody will be jealous of my possum
And
squirrel
then,
fur coat.
and then you and Cruz will have dinner too. Get them and eat them and make you a coat.
Oh, we talked about that before, but like, have you ever taken our advice and went and seen that Viceland or whatever it is documentary of the guy that eats he eats the roadkill?
No.
Yes. So I think it's over somewhere in like Worcestershire sauce, England, or some shit like that. That like he drives his little car, and he stops on the side of the road when he finds this roadkill, and he picks it up. And as long as it's not like already busted open, or it's not like too madly mangled, he scoops it up, throws it in the trunk, and off he goes. If you got a raccoon here that's got a wide enough ass. Is that for me or for her?
For you, I don't want the fur coat.
It's definitely for me. I'll take it. I'll take a raccoon ass cover. I like that. But yeah, this dude goes and scoops it up, and they followed him around from the time that he picked up the food all the way till cooking it, filleting it, like the different parts. And this one had been dead for like 4 or 5 days. Like this wasn't fresh kill. It was not a fresh kill.
Oh no.
And he carves it up, right? And he starts putting he's like, it's all about spice. It's all about the spices you use. And I was like, yeah, uh-huh. What about the tetanus that you got to get? Is that a spice? The tetanus spice. And he starts eating it. And oh yeah, for my shoulders. Yes, yep, that'll work. But yeah, so he starts like cutting it up, and he's eating. And I think it was a possum. And the look on his face could only be like when Cruz eats your cooking. Like just you can tell he's not having a good time, but he's still eating it anyways. And he's like, yeah, it's fine. This is delicious. This is delicious. But yeah, it's not something I suggest for the kids out there to do is go start surveying the land for roadkill and eating roadkill. I couldn't. Could you ever?
No. I need to be the one that's killed it or bought it from a store.
What if you hit a deer with a car? Is that a different story?
You don't really want to do that because it's not like clean kill. You've desecrated some of its body parts. It's not going to be good in there. It's going to be all mushed up.
Is that how you make pulled pork?
No, you don't
If you
get
hit
pork from a deer anyway. So
if you hit a pig crossing the road, that's pulled pork as opposed to shooting it. I don't know.
I
I'm not a
mean,
hunter. I'm not a hunter gatherer.
I don't think you should be hitting and eating animals off the road. And also, if you hit a pig, I'm really concerned. Like,
If you
what?
can't swerve, if he was coming right for me, officer, I just couldn't get out of his way. If you're not busy October 30th, October 31st, and November 1st, and you're in the Houston, Texas, San Antonio, Texas, or Slidell, Louisiana areas, come out to the End of Days tour. It's going to be very fucking awesome. It's a 3-day tour. Like I said, it's going on October 30th, 31st, and November 1st. We'll be in Slidell, Louisiana for Halloween, so that's going to be really fun. A Killer's Confession, which are not on this flyer. I got to get an updated flyer, I guess. But A Killer's Confession, Ellefson, as in David Ellefson from Megadeth, his new band is going to be there, and also Saliva, plus many different bands on this 3-day festival. Some of them are going to be there for all three. Some of them will be for one or two. Some just one. But the three tops, they'll be there every night. Also, Hellfire Radio Zone, Scoops of Mischief, and myself, we will be there. Just kind of surveying the land, kind of running around. You probably see us on stage a few times, back and forth. For more information, you can go to the website hellfireradio.com. Also, the Anthem Entertainment Facebook page, 434 Management page, and Hellfire Facebook page as well. So it's something that I'm definitely looking forward to doing. A little bit of travel. It's something that I've not got to do yet. Well, I've not done since February of this year is hit the road. But it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Tickets are selling fast. They're probably going to sell out. So I suggest you get on that right now. Like I said, go to the website, hellfireradio.com, and that's going to hook you up. Also, like, share, and subscribe the page while you're there. It's always nice to share out others, right? Spread the love, spread the joy of this show and all the other shows that we like to do. So, yeah, I think that's gonna about wrap it up for us this morning. Yeah, are you gonna be in studio tomorrow, or is this gonna be? Are you on assignment for the next week or two? You don't know. I guess I'll just figure it out. Figure it out when I walk in the morning. If you're there, awesome. If not, dial you in from the spaceship again. It's always good times. Anything you want to say or anywhere? Yeah, give them one more time. The Halloween. Let me get that up here. Hold on. I said. There you go.
Thank you. Yeah. Yes, definitely for sure. Go on our website or on our Facebook page under the events tab. You'll see the Halloween. You can also visit the Jighead Brewing Company, their Facebook page. You'll see it on there. Open it up, click on the Eventbrite tab so you can order your tickets. It is free entry, of course, but to help support local businesses, you can purchase the glass, and that glass does come with a free fill. You get the primitive glass with the decorations on it to keep, and you get a free raffle entry. So it's worth the buy. Like I said, lots of these raffle prizes, they're amazing. Of course, we're going to have music there by Sleep Nation and Naughty Input. They're going to be there performing all original songs. It's going to be dope. And then we'll have food by Smoky Paws Barbecue and Catering out of Crossville. It's going to be a good time. We'll have good food. We'll have candy and s'mores for the children. Again, and the costume contest, it'll be different age groups so they can have a good time. Bring your dog. We're going to have a doggy costume contest as well. I'm a little biased on that one, but bring your doggos. We'll have a good time.
Now, are you and Cruz going to be the ones that are doing the contest judging?
We haven't really decided.
You have to be. You have to be on that panel. I know why you don't want to be. It's because you want to bring home the bacon. You want to win a prize.
Yeah, I want to take something home. No, I want to be on the panel. I just don't want to be feel biased or anything. We'll figure out who else is going to help us out with the judging.
That'll work. All right, that's going to do it for us. We'll be back tomorrow, as we are every Monday through Friday right here on Hellfire Radio. Also on the YouTube page, the Instagram page, the Twitch page. We're everywhere. We're on the Asylum Productions radio show page right now as we speak as well. We cover a lot of ground. We do. I'll see you in the morning, 5 to 6 as always. Behave and work on the whole. Oh no, we need views, right? Oh no, accidental. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.